Hey Sagittarius, I had to start your video already because wow, I was getting messages. So the month of February in love for you guys looks like this. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm not a Sagittarius. This is how it looks. I'm a Sagittarius. You know what? I'm gonna work on myself because I'm tired of these people who don't know what love is. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of putting in my energy only to get used and abused. So this is me, Sagittarius. Inside, Hermit card. Prudence. I'm putting all of my work into what? What are you putting your work into, Sagittarius? Yourself or your job? You're putting all your, probably your job. Some of that should definitely go into yourself. Oh my God, please don't tell me I have to close the freaking thing again. I live by a college, so I figured out why it's always like zoom, 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 zoom. So, then what happens? You forget about love, and the good things start coming into your life. So, Sagittarius in love for the month of February. Sagittarius in love for the month of February. But why the Nine of Swords, Sagittarius? Because you're lonely? It's because you're lonely, huh? You're afraid, Sagittarius. Ooh. Your intuition isn't afraid. Your intuition is telling you it's time to get grounded. Two, four, six. So, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Swords. You're afraid that if you do decide to get in a relationship, that the good things that are happening in your life are just going to go downhill. And it's like, are you going to be alone for the rest of your life? Because no relationships seem to work out for you. Hermit card. Clarify the Hermit card. Taking a leap of faith. What are you going to take a leap of faith on, though? Okay, the Fool card is about a sense of innocence. It's about new beginnings. So in this, what the Fool card represents here, okay, you're going inside to do some studying, to do some work, to focus on just your work, just your life. And the Fool card, when it comes here, it talks about taking new chances. It talks about taking new chances whether you have a bad experience or a good experience, because every experience is a learning experience, and that is what the Fool card teaches you. So you're inside right now, not wanting to give any of your energy or your energy, your energy to anyone. You're under a rock here, working on your work here. But the Fool card is telling you, take a chance. Whether you get hurt or whether you make it, you have to see it from a different perspective. You have to see it from, this is a learning perspective. Not if someone physically abuses you. Now that's not right, of course. Neither emotional abuse. We know that, right? We know that. We use our heads, and it's not right to be involved in people who physically or emotionally abuse you. And that can do psychological damage. Definitely. And I'm not discounting anyone's experiences on that. But I'm saying, if you don't take a leap of faith, if you don't see from a learning experience, how are you going to find the right one? Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Prince of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Oh. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. You could have some competition here, strife, conflict in your work environment, or something you've been working hard on, and someone just comes in and kicks the squeezy out your hand. And you're like, what did you do that for? Why? I'm also hearing that someone, for some of you guys, takes Like at the workplace, someone takes your credit for something you've done. They take credit for something you've done. And that bothers you. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Wands. Wow. Princess of Cups. Interesting. I don't think this has happened yet. But Sagittarius, for some of you guys, what's going to happen is there's going to be an opportunity for you to take a chance with someone. And you're scared. You are scared. But how are you going to know if you hide under a rock and not take a chance? A new opportunity with someone else. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. And the Four of Wands. And the Princess of Cups. This is about marriage. Oh my goodness. For some of you, this is someone fighting with you. Competing for your attention. You could be people competing for your attention too, Scorpio. Almost said Scorpio. Sagittarius. So you're just under a rock, minding your own business in your own lane, like la 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 la. And the universe is saying, okay, it's time to come out. You know, I'm gonna present you with an opportunity. We're gonna see if you're gonna take a chance on that. And not only is it one opportunity here, because you've been working hard on yourself. You've been working very hard. There might be two people who are gonna compete for your attention. And that good things are happening here because you have completion. Four of Wands with the Princess of Cups. If I just believe, because you have these amazing ideas about what love is like for you, what it feels like, what it looks like, how you want it to feel, how you want it to, how you view it, and that's how you view marriage. Like marriage, we have a marriage here. Four of Wands. Dreamy ideas and romantic fantasies. Clarify the Nine of Swords. I'm getting so many storylines, so let me go back and I'm going to have to do some of these other storylines. Clarify. What was that? Six of Swords. Clarify the High Priestess. Oh, hello. There's something you learned here. Clarify the Princess of Pentacles. Clarify the Princess of Pentacles. Whoa. Fertility, huh? All right. You need to have strength against your fears and doubts. All right. You're getting clarity. And there's some communication coming in. You've done the work, Sagittarius. Toxicity here, the Devil card, about your Ten of Cups. And Seven of Swords. Ooh, sorry. Seven of Swords. Your negative thinking. Are you self-sabotaging yourself, Sagittarius? I think you are. Stop self-sabotaging yourself here, because you have the Princess of Pentacles. It's time to get grounded. But you keep self-sabotaging. Some of the other storylines I was getting. There was an opportunity for an emotional investment with someone from your past. Someone you worked very hard with, but you guys only argued a lot, right? But you're at the end of a cycle here with this person. And things have an opportunity to look up, to change with the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Wands, and the Princess of Cups. And it might be everything you've ever wanted. The dynamic between you two might have changed, but you're afraid. You're going to have strength against your fears, because you see clearly now. You see this, and you see this communication. You see how things are going. You've done the work here, and you might sabotage this, or they might sabotage this because of insecurities, because of toxicity. Futility. Let's see. Pointless or useless. You might see this as pointless or useless. There's so many storylines here. It's not even funny. One thing is, there's a couple of things for sure though, is that someone took time to themselves to figure themselves out, and now it's time to get back on the ball. And someone's coming in here, and they worked so hard. They put in a lot of work. Eight of Pentacles here. But it's like, they just keep, there's just fighting that keeps happening. And even though there's good things happening, and there's a completion here, and love, there's still fear and anxiety, and there's some clarity that comes in, and there's someone saying, like, what's the point? What's the point of this? What's the point of even working on this if we just keep fighting? You're trying to work at it, but there's just arguing and fighting. It's very, there's so many storylines here, Sagittarius, and I keep almost saying Scorpio, but it's like, which storyline are you? Because I see someone who's also in the workforce. Like, I see someone here who is, taking time out for themselves, working on themselves, working on their work, and someone who's interrupting that and just keep fighting with them with the Five of Wands. And they're kind of distraught about that, but they have this amazing thing here with the Wheel of Fortune. Like, good things are happening for them, and they have a completion here, and they have a completion of love. Like, there's love here, but there's fear and anxiety revolving around the love and depression, and it's like, what's the point? There's clarity. High Priestess, intuition is telling you what to do. Intuition is telling you what to do. The Princess of Pentacles is about getting grounded, but someone's still here. What's the point? What's the point with the Devil card and the Devil card with the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Like, am I fooling myself? Princess of Pentacles is about fertility and growth, birth of new creative forms, balance, flowers, connection, Mother Earth, the seasons. You need to get balanced, Sagittarius. Ten of Cups. What other advice do we have for Sagittarius for the month of February in love? Two of Pentacles. Balance. Change. And the universe. The World card. You have the world at your hands, but it requires a change. I saw 1555. It requires a change. You have the world at your hands, but it requires you to change. You can have the world. You can have the Wheel of Fortune. You can have the marriage. You can have the fantasy ideas that you have. But you gotta get rid of that fear and anxiety that's holding you back, Sagittarius. All right? You gotta stop telling yourself, what's the point? That's what's going on here. All right? That is what's going on here. You decided to take time to yourself and figure out yourself, focus on your work. But if you don't take a chance in love, how are you going to have the Wheel of Fortune, a marriage, and fantasies that you idea on love? But you're like, well, people keep fighting with me. You know, I've worked so hard, yet I keep attracting people who are fighting me. So you need to make a change, Sagittarius. You need to make a change in how you think and what you think. It's something that needs to be healed inside. And I'm feeling like this is, now I see what's going on. It's something inside of you, Sagittarius, that needs to be healed, because you're drawing in these toxic people. You're drawing in these people who want to fight with you, you know, and are always competing with you. When you can have the World card, you can have the Wheel of Fortune, you can have a marriage, you can have your fantasy ideas here and love. But you got to get rid of the fear and anxiety that's within you, that it's never going to happen. And you got to stop tearing yourself down. You got to stop saying, what's the point? You got to stop saying that. Heal yourself, Sagittarius. And you can have the world. All right? Love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.